Hello all, my name is Srikanth Mahalingam. I work for Alco Corporation in Bangalore and I have been in this industry for the last 20 plus years and particularly on cloud technologies for the last 6 plus years. I am going to talk about the cloud technologies and also how it got evolved over the period of time. In the year 1996, Amazon Corporation started the Amazon Web Services, which is particularly focusing on cloud. And in the year 1998, Google followed it up and they started the Google App Services. And in the year 2000, Microsoft Azure invented the Microsoft Azure Corporation and also they started working on it. And in the year 2002, Oracle followed it up and they are the latest entrant into the cloud technologies among the big companies. So, if you look at the cloud, it is an evolution and it is still evolving for over the years and lot of things to come. We just spoke about how the cloud got evolved over the period of time from 1996. However, it is not the time which many people talk that it started around 96, but the cloud as a topic even started before 1996. So, but as recently the trend has completely changed and a lot of new innovations are happening around the cloud technologies. So, if you have to put up a simple architecture about how the cloud actually is in the market, is there are three areas which is predominantly occupying the space of everyone. The infrastructure as a service, which is the basement for any product, IT product to work. The second is the platform. So, above the infrastructure, the platform layers actually fits in, like the databases, the middleware layers, etc., the integration part, etc. And the third part is the software. The software component, in the sense here I am talking about the ERPs, the financial modules, the HCMs, SCMs, like that. So, if you talk about the three layers, the infrastructure as a service or the platform as a service or the SaaS, all these were in the past were on on-premise data centers. So, what do you mean by that? So, customers used to buy their own hardware, buy their own software, and they used to host it in a huge data center in their own premises. So, if you look at a manufacturing firm, their core business is manufacturing their own products, but they started focusing on more on the IT, which is the information technology. They started spending more money on these areas. Unfortunately, that became very problematic for them to run or spend more money on information technology rather than focusing on their core business, which is the manufacturing. So, industry leaders thought about it and they invented the new technologies, which is the cloud, and which is actually a shared network or the shared platform or the shared applications. So, it will be hosted on a cloud and people can actually use those applications and serve their own customers with the same benefit, and in fact, it will be even more faster than what they were doing, because the scalability and the innovations in the information technology companies data centers, which is on the cloud, they used to evolve and innovate a lot to make the customer more happy. So, in that context, if anyone wants to host their environments or their softwares to manage their applications and serve their customers, they can host it in a common shared network and common shared platform. That is how the evaluation happened, and many companies started actually benefiting out of it, that reduced their cost also. So, for the students, I would like to say cloud has become the matter of very important subject for them. So, after they come out of their education or their subject, they have to they can choose any of these lines. They can become an engineer, they can become a DevOps engineer, they can become a database administrator, they can become a functional expert in one of those chosen domains like manufacturing or financials or HRMS or a supply chain management. So, any of these topics they can choose, and in the market they are paid very huge. For example, in US, if a person or if a student is very much experienced or very much understandable on the subject which is on the cloud, they can earn up to 125K, which is very good for an entrant coming into the market. So, like that in India also, many companies, services companies or the product companies offer a good salary. So, they have to choose a particular subject in either of these things, like a platform as a service or a software as a service or an infrastructure as a service, and they can become master on that, and then naturally they will be chosen by many of these IT companies to work for them, and they will be definitely benefiting. They will also be learning a lot of things. In fact, the cloud is going for new innovations, and they also started focusing on artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning as well. So, there is a scope of learning apart from the regular core technologies of this cloud. They can also get into this artificial learning and all those things. So, it's a continuous innovation. Students can definitely tap their knowledge using these technologies, and sky is the limit for them. They can grow from nowhere to anywhere. So, it's a huge opportunity. So, I would actually recommend students to start focusing on learning on new cloud technologies. My best wishes to them.